Welcome back to Crochet ADHD. I'm your host, Jackie. If this is your first time visiting my channel, you are a one-hit wonder. I'm glad you're here. If you are a repeat offender, a member of the GlamFam, let me just ask you, do you feel lucky, punk? Okay, so today is a podcast episode. That's where I go over everything that I did everything I did in November, things that I plan to do in December and January. Y'all, I apologize again. My brain is it's a little foggier than normal. Getting over whatever this is, not good. Just not good. It's a podcast, but you know what? We're also going to do a little bit of Chit-Chat Cafe. Okay, so I will let you know what I am working on. I did the calendar flip for December, and I had commented on possibly using the sampler super soft yarn that I'd gotten from Holst as the for the shawl. I'll get it out. I'm sorry. So here it is. And if I pop in the side by side, I think, wait a minute. This is right. Okay. So I decided to not do the part that was at the top, which, it had it was, really, really colorful. But I decided to start from the foam of the water and just do a gradient down. And I was doing really well. And I think this is when sickness kicked in, because I just jumped really, really abruptly to this other color. But I'm still doing, it's still a blending of colors. So it's just slowly getting darker as it goes down, and we'll see where it goes. So I'm calling it a pattern, but it's not really a pattern. I am using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. This is really, really small. Short. So it's kind of a pain, but it is what it is, right? Editing Jackie here to tell you that I frogged the original shawl that you saw just now and restitched it using a much larger hook. And I like the texture and the size and the feel of this one a lot better. Okay. So the reason why I wanted to go ahead and just do this as a Chit-Chat Cafe is because I think almost everything that I have done that I did for November, I've already shown you or discussed it in a previous episode. So this is just going to be like a run through. So let's see. I did my finished objects for November was the my coast shawl, which was the October. What month is this? The November, was it? No. My brain is just not working. So but all of the finished objects were the coast shawl, the apple picking cowl, which I think I just showed you in my last episode, the Brooklyn Cardi, which was the one that I hacked, and the Viento cowl, which I also showed you. So that was pretty much all I had for finished objects last month. And then my WIPs, okay. So I did have one WIP, and I haven't even shown you. It's a pullover, but I'm not even working on that. So, and then this is my new cast on for December. That's it. That's all I have right now. I'm lying because I know that I have bags full of projects, and I will probably in another episode kind of look over my my unloved works this year, because I don't really talk about them because, you know, who wants to do that? I feel like I'm kind of all over the place, but just bear with me. Okay. Oh, I do have okay. So I have this new cast on, and then I have, you know what? No, never mind. You know what? Let's just do this. Oh, so in keeping up with you updated on everything that's going on, I told you before I'd reached out to Crochet Luna in regards to the Shalalong, just to get some advice on how to do this, because this is my first time, and she has been just a wealth of information. And she also sent some goodies as giveaways for the Shalalong. I'm not going to show them to you right now, but they're really cute. And I will be also adding some items in for giveaways throughout the Shalalong. So yay! And I also still am hoping to reach 700 subscribers by December 31st. And I believe we are like less than 55 away. I could be wrong. I don't remember the last number, but yeah. So if you have friends that haven't subscribed yet, or if you are a friend that hasn't subscribed yet, it would be great to have you. As they once said, well, I say once, as they said in the 80s, you know, the bigger the hair, the closer to God. Well, the bigger the GlamFam, the bigger the glam. And that's what I'm going for. Because 2023, we're just gonna rock it with high hair and the whole nine. I don't know. But, you know, again, let's grow the GlamFam, shall we? And I am looking at ideas for my inspiration projects. I still don't know exactly what items I would want to make in 2023, but what I think I am leaning toward using as inspiration in 2023 would be album covers from the 1980s.
What?
Now, you are free to make some recommendations. That'll be cool. I think if we get more than 12 recommendations, you know, I can bring in my lovely digital assistant and have her pull a number, and that will be what is, you know, each of the albums will be numbered, and we'll use those for the inspiration. I think that could be a whole lot of fun, like a whole lot of fun. That's the working idea for right now. I'll let you know for sure, I guess, January 1st. Also, I want to do just a real simple Ravelry tutorial, just as far as how you can get to the GlamFam Ravelry group, so that you can look at the patterns and you know, kind of get some inspiration ideas, or to actually choose the pattern that you want to do for the Shalalong. You don't have to use that. You can use any one that you want. You can even make some suggestions, and I will add them to the corresponding lists. There are, I want to say, collectively, between the free crochet, the free knitting, and the paid crochet patterns, there are over 100 patterns to choose from. Yeah, I'm hoping that that's, you know, a whole lot to work with. You'll be able to participate on Ravelry, but also on Instagram, because again, I know some people don't use Ravelry very often for their projects. So if we just creating a hashtag and using it on Instagram, that way they'll all be kind of kept together, as long as every time you post your you can do a post of like the WIP and then the finished object, and there will be two different hashtags, one for finished objects. Those will be the ones that will be selected as part of the giveaways. I hope that makes sense. Good grief. So here's our topic for our Chit-Chat Cafe. Okay. I am a grammar snob. Okay. I am not ashamed of that at all, because grammar is very important. When if you're learning another language, any language aside from English, there are rules that apply. And it's funny because people get mad that other languages have, like, they assign male and female genders to like tables and chairs, and like the tables and the chairs might be the same gender or not the same gender, whatever. But they complain about that, but yet English has 1,000 different rules for the word it. I don't know. Anyway, with that being said, something that really irks me is the expression or the term non-superwash wool. Now, the reason why it irks me is because it's technically incorrect. There is wool, you know, straight off of the sheep, goat, animal, and that is wool. Then, you know, industry started treating wool with something that allowed it to be washed, so that way it would not felt or, you know, shrink. And that would be the superwash. Or even, because superwash, I believe, is a trademark name, you know, like Ziploc. And it's gonna become a catch-all phrase like Ziploc. But non-superwash doesn't make any sense. And I say that because it's just wool. It's like when you go to a restaurant, y'all, this, I'm going down. Okay, we're just going. When you go to a restaurant and you choose a meal and they say, okay, what size drink would you like? Medium or large? Okay, you cannot have a medium drink. You can't have a medium if there is no small and large, because medium means middle. Okay? Okay. See, it's little things, but boy, oh boy, superwash, non-superwash, it really, really just irks me. But I mean, I understand why people use the expression, but it's just wrong. And it's like wrong as in incorrect. I could be alone in this. I could be, and I'm okay. I'm okay being alone. Kind of. Oh, why? Okay. All right, another thing. And this one's kind of a big deal. I was compiling my list of the patterns to use for the shawl along, and I was looking at the ones that you have to pay for. I saw that the pricing ran from as little as like $2 and as much as $10. And, you know, initially, and coming from, I guess, old school crochet, where we didn't really have a lot of independent crochet patterns. They were all either in pattern books, magazines, or maybe the little like leisure arts pamphlets. You know what I'm talking about? And, you know, we would pay, I don't know, $10 for the leaflet, $7 for the magazine, and I don't know, $20 for the crochet book. So when we're looking at patterns, individual patterns that are, you know, $3, $5, $10, why do we have, okay, as I say we, I just mean collectively as fiber artists, because this is something I've seen on the knit side of things as well as on the crochet side of things, is people don't want to pay $6, $8, $10 for a pattern. But have y'all looked at the price of a sewing pattern? When not on sale, a sewing pattern, the price that is marked on the sewing patterns are like $20 and up. Now, I know that when you sew, so whatever level of sewing that is, When you cut out the pattern, if you want to be able to reuse the pattern in the extra sizes, it takes a lot of work, okay? But if you were wanting to crochet a sweater, most of the time a crocheted sweater is going to come with X many sizes. You can reuse that pattern over and over and over and over again, and it never becomes damaged because it's just, it's the words on a page. But to pay, $6 for the crochet sweater pattern versus paying $20 for a sewing dress pattern that you might only be able to use once, it's not a comparison. But yet at the same time, it is. Now I know that the sewing patterns tend to go on sale, and when they do, they go on sale for like $1.99, and that's great. Let's look at that $1.99 sewing pattern. Would you be willing to pay $1.99 for a crochet pattern? And if not, why not? I think for whatever reason, I think we feel like fiber art designers don't deserve to be paid for their work, which is not good. And when we look at, the big companies that are mimicking all of this knit and crochet wear and selling it for pennies, and we're angry about it, well, what are we doing to support our artists? What are we doing to support our art? Now, I'm not running out and trying to buy, $40, $10 patterns. I'm not trying to do that, nor am I trying to encourage anyone else to do that. I think that when it comes to patterns that have a fee attached to them, we should keep in mind what that fee is going toward. And if it is a designer that has a good reputation, or it's a designer that we've worked with before, that we're familiar with their work, you know what else I think it would help? And I can say this as an ADHDer, because I want to be more intentional with the things that I'm making. One of the easiest ways to do that is to, if I have to pay for it, then I'm going to be more mindful of whether or not, one, I really want the pattern, but also two, will I be actually make that pattern? I just feel like, and I'm not a designer by any stretch of the imagination. Yes, I have designed a few things, but I know that there are some gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous crochet sweaters, crochet, like, what are they called? T-shirts or tees, or they are just gorgeous. And I've yet to see one that is so, and it's free. As a designer, that means that you have put a lot of hard work and care and just a whole lot of everything into what you have designed. And that is the reason why you have priced it accordingly. I feel like I said a whole lot, but I don't think I said anything. We should support our art, and in doing that, we should support our artists. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this shawl along was to support our artists. And yes, there are some that are free patterns, and that is fine. Don't be afraid to buy a pattern to participate in the shawl along, because that person deserves our support also, because she's one of us. She's a crocheter. She loves to design crochet. She loves to give us things that we can use, that we can make, that we can wear, that we can be proud of our craft. That's what I'm trying to say. I just took a whole lot of words to say it, and I apologize. Does that make sense? So have you chosen your shawl for the shawl along? We don't have much time now. The official start date is January 15th, 2023, and it will run until March 31st of 2023. a month and a half, roughly, because I know September is a short month, but September? I know that February is a short month, but I think it should be plenty of time. Hopefully, you will have your supplies and everything ready to go on the kickoff day. And I will post a video on kickoff day, kicking off. Maybe I'll do a live. Ooh, so January 15th is on a Sunday. I've never done a live video before, but maybe we'll do one. That could be fun, right? Okay, so I don't really have plans for December. I'm feeling a little, not a little, I've got a lot of brain hyperactivity. So it's like I'm having startitis. But I'm not getting, I ain't got no satisfaction from starting all the things, because then it just gives me anxiety, because I don't know. It's not like I'm not looking at patterns. I'm just picking up yarn and I'm just starting to play with it and see what happens. And then I'm like, ooh, I don't think I want to do that. And I'm supposed to be participating in a sweater make along with some friends, and I decided I was going to make a sweater vest, but I don't know if I'll be able to finish that either. Just, I got a lot of, again, brain hyperactivity. So yeah. Look, ADHD for me, I mean, yes, it's an everyday thing, but when I am sick, it's worse, because I can't do anything, but my brain is trying to do everything. And so my hands are like, hey, we don't want to be completely left out. So if I hold on to something, you know, my brain's like, okay, do it. And my hands are like, okay. But then my muscles are like, yeah. So like I said, that's why I can show you. I will show you. I have bags, just bags of, and all of this from last week. So I want to say it's like 6 bags. 6 bags of yarn with various stitches in the yarn. I don't even know if I still have the hooks in the bags. Yeah, it's bad. It's so bad. December is, I wanted to make myself a pair of slippers. Yep, I'll show you that too, because that's one of the items that is just sitting there. I wanted to felt them. They were going to be felted slippers. Oh, they were going to be awesome. They were going to be the best slippers ever. Gosh, they were going to be so great. Like the slippers that be like, Dr. Scholl's would be calling me, hey Jackie, let's talk. Let me see those slippers. I couldn't. It just, that is that. My bag is currently being occupied by Felinus americanus, who answers to the name Luther. Oh, and the air conditioning is running because, you know, nothing says winter like 80 degrees. Well, I'm going to take my rambling self and probably park it in front of a YouTube video or go to bed. I don't know. I have missed you guys so much, and I hope that this video doesn't make you unsubscribe. I want to talk. I have not been able to speak. I've literally not been able to speak for a week, and I've missed you, and I want to tell you all the things. And so just stick around. I promise it will be better next week. You know, once all of this is just not as bad. Do I sound bad? Don't answer that. I do sound bad, right? Okay. I'm not even going to ask if you like this video. If you would like to stick around and join the GlamFam, you can do that by liking, What is happening? If you would like to stick around and join the Glam Fam, you can do that by clicking on the subscribe button. If you want to, no, that's not right. What am I saying? Yes, no. If you want to stick around and join the Glam Fam, do so by hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to rock that notification bell. Until next time, I don't even know. I love you.